Panthers taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready. Shot, 17.
First play, and Young is going to throw it.
The Sanders has got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. But you look at this defense.
Now they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run.
Ready?
Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Young working out of the gun.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
They will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no losses. They make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, it went to the challenge.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now here's Young. Left side here to Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw for Young. Now he's loose at the 40, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Young looks to throw on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's second down.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Young.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
2 and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa
completes this to Elijah Higgins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
The Dolphins in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Tua going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Brown, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
From midfield, here's Tua.
That one deep for London. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
5 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Young to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
Now the rookie 3rd-round pick. It's Devon Achane.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the interception, Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st down, Carolina.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Panthers 3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's Young off play action.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
All right, come on.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. He dumps it off to A-Chain. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That one deep for London. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 67 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Tua now on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Elijah Williams, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Cut.
Young now. And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Ready.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I
love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And here comes Berrios. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
A good catch to move the chains from Berrios, known mostly as an all-pro return man. Miami no doubt will use him there, but he doesn't want you to sleep on him as a receiver as well.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very solid gain of 27.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
21G. Time on 3, kick.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he comes back with one complete. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this 1st half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Tua. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch it, Oscar.
They'll run with Mostert. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
A 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, actually, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
At their own 14-yard line.
Back ready. Hut, hut.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now a second down throw for Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw, Young. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, he is out of bounds inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Young off the play fake. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. Touchdown, Panthers. Odell Beckham, 34 yards. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts at 17-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
44. Ready.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw caught by A-Chain. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Panthers 10.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Down to the 25. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Young will set to throw.
That swung out wide to Sanders. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now Young running the option left.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Set, hut. Drill, 52.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Drake London, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Young on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Ready?
Young.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On the set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here we go. Set.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
50 series. Set.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Got it. Ready.
They go play action. Young. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Ready, play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Cut, cut.
Young to throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Cut.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Ready.
They run with Sanders off the option. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 46 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old-school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, come on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. One-score game.
Yeah, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got his man London right side. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. A run with Mostert up the middle. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. That throw by Young incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give running left. It's Sanders. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing, Young. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. It's Young off play action.
He's got Mingo.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Set, ready.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Come on, set. Set.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On the double.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Set, go.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Nice run from Sanders to accomplish a couple of long-awaited firsts last season in Philadelphia. Finally broke 1,000 yards and had 11 touchdowns to help reach his first Pro Bowl.
Okay, ready?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
10 cycles. Ready.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Let's go now.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Drill, 52. Ready, ready.
Sanders toss left side. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Quick throw complete.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Tua.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least, I guess, if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending, because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for Carolina, it's a much-needed victory as it...
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my wrath as you ever offended. My clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay.